Hi, people on the internet. I'm back again. I cannot let this go. So let's go over stupid base live. Just rely on the prophets. Nothing that she says is true. It's all delusional. Let us take a look back in time to see what Bay did in Tennessee. Let me be okay. Um, I'm so mad right now at her. Like I can debug everything. And okay, yeah. Even though unless thing no. Okay, I know this, but did I get a next one? Okay, let's take that down. One, no, not this. Not going to lie, I'm just family, but not going to lie like a dog. Oh, let's go to you. Let's see. That's okay. I don't need I know who you are. And that you start the prophets. And she's probably gonna get another for protection of those on her ass. So let's just go to the but fine. I'll get back to basically acting baby. Really? But I can't let her go lies. Because she's a piece of shit. Piece of ass. And she lies. But I'm here to clean up your bullshit.
This child or discipline this child for that fact.
That's not your business, not your concern.
Just because you're a step parent doesn't give you the right to be disciplining with physical punishment somebody else's child.
Mm. Mm.
If that's how you've got it set
Excuse me.
up and everybody is okay with that, that's one thing. But you cannot tell me that Seth would have ever been okay with Chris disciplining Sebastian physically.
It's better than being abusive, huh? Hitting him over the head. Oh, my son just caught my hand. Let's see. Every time Seth gets angry about stuff, he took it out on Sebastian. How come you're not talking about that? Oh, God. Okay. Hi, Soda. Hi, Meridian. Hi, B. Why are you talking about that? Even the stupid justice was almost abusive. Not because he put his son to bed. God be so brave. No, probably you're gonna never be a parent. You don't have your cupboard busy because you don't know of you incapable of it.
You can pay me $1 million to believe that
Nobody,
Seth would be okay.
nobody is playing on. Except for the green team, Seth was in turn is playing for um Monkey Boy over there.
With Chris disciplining Sebastian physically. Maybe when he was younger,
But
again,
okay,
I don't, I'm not one of these don't smack your kids. I think ever since people stopped, using corporal punishment, we have people that spit out vile crap. That if you had said that back when I was growing up,
like you,
it, you'd get backhanded by the person
it don't look on you. So shut the fuck up.
in front of you. And I tell you, the ones that didn't backhand you scared the crap out of you. Get you down eyeball to eyeball. And all of that nonsense. We all saw that. And you can't tell me he's never done that to Sebastian. You can't, you couldn't pay.
Yes, we can because that's an adult, and the adult knows he wasn't angry, but he's so this first information number one. You must never do that because you not be doing that to
Pay
no.
me $1 million to make me believe he's never done that to
I don't
Sebastian.
care.
We saw that day at my court hearing, where he is literally too.
He was talking to an adult. Okay? So shut the fuck up. He wasn't, you can misread the situation, honey, because you can't read shit. Shut
2 inches from his mother's face, hitting him with a belt, not when he was screaming at him in the face, not when he was spraying him with the hose, not when he was calling him an R-talk.
He never did those things. Why lying? See, this is her set. I don't know what she's doing. She's trying to bite Chris to come up. She talked to this pile of shit. It's not looking.
Hard when he's home alone
These are lies. Lies momentum.
with his mother, and they had a very good weekend and nothing to see over here. It's then and only then that he decides he wants to leave his entire world behind and leaves his game. He doesn't.
No, why he left? Because of Seth. Seth was king. Seth had, I don't want to say it, Seth has the means, the opportunity, and the motive. Not Cody, not Chris. Sorry, honey.
Doesn't want to be autistic anymore.
Let's face it.
So he leaves all of his prized possession behind. Doesn't even want his shoes, and says, "Hey, don't even need a jacket. I just don't even want to come back. I'm just gonna go out the door and f you, f you all."
Don't blame him.
Where would that come from? I mean, don't you think we would have some type of behavior?
Just because you don't have autism, you don't fucking understand it, doesn't mean other people doesn't. You don't live with that disability. Other people do. Do you know how you don't live with Sebastian because you no matter not his matter, he never will. And wait, let me tell you something. This is not the case. Not anybody in this case important.
Pattern consistent with that kind of behavior at the age of 15? I mean, shouldn't something like this have already been gearing up before this if it's going to happen on this day?
No.
The crazy thing is about autistic children is they're so set in particularity.
Like, you know anything about autistic kids? Like, you've been out. No, not. You haven't. You're not an expert in this situation.
That it's hard for them to be spontaneous. And so what something very much spontaneous. He's got to be careful because he threatened my life. He's threatened several people's lives. He's going to meet a bigger Chris.
Chris never threatened.
And what if Chris came home to go out and search for Sebastian?
Oh, here we go.
And what if Chris found Sebastian and nobody knew he ever found him? What if
Seth find him? What if Seth took him to a safe place? Huh? That could have happened also. Like his green team being felons, right? Felon Bay.
What if, if we were to go with that theory, what if, because Chris was awfully confident early on,
So was Seth.
way too early on in this case that we were never going to find him. I think he was saying that stuff back in April or May of 2024, some only 60 days after he disappeared, within that first 60 days. What if Chris found Sebastian by the retention pond?
And babe, stop it. Stop it. The mass manipulation that you do, stop it.
Boom.
Boom. Stop trying to get Chris on you. You'll never be on your show. Not a day.
What if Katie never realized Chris found? What if he ran away and Chris found him and Katie didn't realize it?
Another person like, stop it. Leah. But
He seemed like a hothead.
Leah, no, he's not a hothead. But quit trying to bait him because it's not working.
Threatened the news crews out there. Basically told him he's going to shoot him.
He has every right if they step on his property. Like nothing.
He's a pig.
No, he's not. You.
He's a pig.
You.
And I'm going to tell you, he's going to be popping off the mouth like that one day to the wrong person. He's going to meet a bigger a-hole than him.
Is that you? Is that you?
And you know what? He's going to run his mouth and say, I'm going to shoot you. And that guy's just going to pick up his thing. Pop! Goes the weasel. He attacked the neighbors? Yep.
You don't have eating twigs, so shut the fuck up. Sorry, buddy, you're losing.
He's got to be careful because he threatened my life.
No,
He's threatened several people's lives since then.
Chris never threatened in life. Get out of here with that bullshit. Get out of here. Nobody wants to hear you say it.
This case. That's why it's not too hard to put it past him. We don't. That's why we think he did something to this child. He is so quick to want to unalive somebody.
No,
it's like he's waiting for his next victim.
No, he's not. How dare you say it? Chris and Katie is going through the worst time of their life. Let's after Creighton, chaos. Stop lying. You're no like felon. Okay, felon.
Maybe he's a serial killer.
Maybe he's just a felon that needs to go to jail.
Who knows? I mean, people have said some freaky stuff. He is all over this country. What if Chris Prophet's a serial killer? I'm serious, not serious, but serious. I mean, it's almost so far-fetched for me to believe, but, we think he's a psychopath. I mean...
No, baby, that's you. He doesn't understand. He goes out to a dump site like a buying a phone. Thank God you don't find it. Thank God you had a thank God. Because he was the most psychopath, most evil Satan. No cash. He has no cash. You just don't know how you fit, baby.
He's definitely got the thing. I don't know, but I know from the experiences others have shared with me.
No, you don't.
That it sounds like it's incredibly difficult to raise some autistic children with their outbursts and stuff like that.
Nobody gets so certainly it is a true fucking moron. Sorry, not sorry.
Because these are things that they can't control. They don't know. That made Katie feel like a complete and utter failure.
What did?
So I think that there's a lot that Chris and Katie aren't talking about because they're very private people. They don't like people knowing that they've messed up, right? Because they're arrogant, narcissistic dirtbags.
Wow! Who are you to talk? Just a non-old hag that is talking for nonsense, doing the most to influence the people. You still hate. You all hate. You're the narcissist. You didn't want it. You started them. Babe, you started them. Do you not hear that? Do you not read the criminal code papers? Guess not, bitch.
And I just...
How about National High Pin?
I think they were too prideful to realize they were not equipped to do this. And I think when they find...
Hold your phone. Hold your motherfucking phone. Because if Kay has the capability, and she does, let me see, she does for 14 years, right? She cannot say that. She gave birth to him, dumb. She got into the Navy because of him, and not for him. You dumb fucking cunt. Really?
Finally realize that they can't handle it anymore. They don't know what they're doing, which they would never admit it like that. They basically blame Sebastian.
How much you know? You don't know how you think. You will never know because every stalker's behavioral. Okay?
For something. So they have an excuse of why he can't be there because it can't be them. It's got to be something else.
But you don't know what it's like to raise a disabled kid. Don't you sit there and just so before if he had done that, which he have not, thank God, because he might be an alpha male that hits the kid every fucking day because he can't control Your fucking self. That's why you have DVD charges.
So I truly believe that that's when they wanted to start, rehoming him with sex.
He's not a dog. He's not a dog. So don't even put that keyword rehoming him. He's not a dog, you dumbass. Every eye, he's a human being that loves Katie and Chris himself.
They were finally okay with doing it that way. But I think that that made Katie feel like a complete and utter failure. And I don't think, I think Katie is incapable of love, knowing
No, that's you.
love,
That's you.
unconditional love.
How can you say you don't know these people, babe? How can you sit in line? Look at your fucking eyes. You can't even look at the camera. I'm so sick of you. You need to be picked up and be removed from YouTube for good. Because you don't tell the truth. You will never tell the truth.
Nurturement.
Oh, shut up.
I think she's incapable of that. And I feel bad.
You're incapable of being a human being. A human being like common sense. You need to get common sense.
Bad for her. In reality, I feel bad for her because she was robbed of that.
No. Maybe she loves, but she's not incapable of love. You don't know love.
It. And when you're children, what's so amazing about kids, in my opinion, is the innocence. Nothing like, and was such vitriol, and it was vile. She would have done it. Talk to a woman like that. You know why? Because if a woman's going to be spoke to like that, a woman is going to do it. If I was married and there was some problem with a woman, do you think my husband addressed it?
A real man would. Sorry, not sorry.
Wants to hide it from the world, and I think that they both live in the closet.
No, you don't. That's not right. Another fake fuck misinformation.
Not the proverbial, gay closet or whatever. I'm just, everybody has a closet of sorts, okay? Closet drinkers, closet shoppers, closet diddlers, closet. So I think they're both incapable of knowing what love is. I think they've had terrible examples of it. And when you're children, what's so amazing.
Oh my god, I can't believe. I didn't get even cut for. Here's the single one. Here's the single one that's talking. You're incapable of. You're incapable of having sympathy for other people when you don't like them. You are the one that is heartless. But you can comprehend a mother's love. I'm sorry, do you cross every other and has a kid? Shut the fuck up.
Amazing about kids, in my opinion.
I don't understand. Sorry.
Talking about the Sebastian Rogers case, Katie's now, they wanted to shoot the reporters that were trying to talk about their case when it was breaking. But now 7 and 8 days after this, when the case is now becoming a criminal investigation.
It's not a criminal investigation. Get that straight, you nutcase.
Like, oh shit, now we need to turn on the worried parents.
Shut up. You don't know what you're going through. You don't care. Sebastian is just a money-making thing to you. It's not going to work. Because every time you're going to lie, every time I'm going to come back and let the truth.
Act and start doing our debut walk out here 7 and 8 days later, when statistics tell us if he really was abducted or kidnapped, he would be deceased within 72 hours.
I guess you're not wrong about that. Sorry, babe. You're wrong.
Statistics tell us that he would be dead within 72 hours. Most of them say within 3 hours.
Shut out like this is statistics. It's not important. You're not wrong in the story.
Is she thinking about what she's going to say next or what?
And you did tell me that Sebastian is not a runner.
He's not.
He's not.
Oh,
Okay.
he's not a runner.
You talk about people saying nasty things about Texas. You doing this to her? You doing this to her? And I have that type. And Christian Caitlin just type. You can have it. I'm gonna download everything from now on.
No, he walked out of the house. Well, because we assume after he's been screaming. Don't you know, Chris? You're kind of pulling me into a different conversation. Now I'm going up to see what you're talking about. What in the world are you talking about, Faye? Good gracious. They were also checking her for unaliving her infant sister when she was 14. Are we talking about Katie?
No.
Because you got to remember, there's another Katie Payne that's believe it or not, worse than this Katie Payne. Like
how about another Onion Griffin that is not better than this? Onion Griffin, you're a piece of shit. Pile of shit.
I don't know. They look like they're competing. If you ask me, there's another Katie Payne that Katie must have I don't know, must have got that Katie Payne spirit, because it sounds like she might have done what this other Katie Payne has done, which is kind of ironic if you ask me. Two Katie Paynes, both of them with sons, both of them with some.
Let's hope and pray that there's no one like you. No one likes you. How fucking disturbing are you? Because they all know that you're lying right now. You might be. They all know that you're a fucking liar. They all know you can't prove any of this because it's all in that delusional mindset.
If your last name's Payne, I'd stay away from the first name Katie. One of her infants was 19 days old. Huh. Wow. I didn't hear that. It's the first for me. This is the first for me. Do we have anything? Can you email me some stuff so I can look into that? It's not like I would quite talk about it just yet, but it's good information to have. So when something else comes up, it might, hey, I don't know, might connect some dots.
Oh, so now you think it is. Boo fucking shit, you motherfucking liar. You can't be. You lie. Stop it.
You know? Who knows?
What?
Who knows? I can tell you, these people ain't right.
I can tell you, you're not right. You're not right. God, you're not right now. You've never been right. You're not an inspiration. You're not an activist. Quit lying to yourself. Keep trying to hype yourself up. Because you're just a low, miserable hag. Just like Smiley over there. Sorry, not sorry.
I have never met people so brazen as to lie to a judge and lie on documents over and over again.
DJ, let me show you something, babe. These are really life, or is that all you in your mind? Is it, honey? I don't think it's all in your mind. Oh, shucks. Because my EJ is do I have an embryo? Yeah, I do. Let me go back. Okay. Yours. Because I believe you're in the wrong. Oh my god. See this? Oh, I have to go to my channel. Let me.
Each other because we disagree with one another. This lady was not getting the attention she wanted from Seth or Tony, and when she realized all the work that she had been doing to try to get their attention wasn't working, and she was, you ever got here? You don't have a backbone, and you know how I knew that? Let me give you a clue. Because who's gonna be weak and who's gonna break? I knew you.
Sorry, one video. Sorry.
Clearly see. Letting their hair hang down like normal, normal parents. They let their hair hang down after, especially if they have like a blended family and the kids get to go over to the step parent, the other parent. Nobody.
Let's see that. Famous. Stocking that you get on his. Look. You got
Terry
that.
Bauer socks. Terry Bauer socks right there. Came up and decided to take my plate on. So you want to know who's harassing who out here? The proof is in the pudding. The Bauer socks and the Proudfoots are the ones coming and harassing people. That right there, my friend, is Terry Bauer socks. Came by and took a picture.
I believe not harassing them.
Why are you taking my license plate?
Why are you filming me?
Because you came by for me, Mr. Bauer socks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm in a public place. Why are you harassing me and following me?
Why
are you harassing me and following me when I'm conducting business?
How can I be following you?
You just were in the plaza. You've been following me, sir. You guys have been harassing me and threatening me for 2 days.
Oh, poor baby.
Right here, sir. Right here, sir.
So, there you have it. She did it. Just put it as go up. So, I come, like, what the hell? Don't worry, I know everything about this case. But
I'm sorry. I don't, like, in my county, the judge for real. I'm just, for real.
At 9 p.m. And then you got up off the couch and you went to bed, and you said that was around midnight. And nothing was unusual at that point. Everything seemed okay.
There's actually
this content creator that you're seeing right here giving this terrible interview actually went to a motorcycle rally while
Not true.
people.
Not true. That was the book. Deny.
That didn't know this child or this family were out risking their own health and time away from their families searching for these people's kids. So they were out getting drunk, partying it up, having a great old time with a bunch of bikers.
True.
That's this lady right here. That's old Dutchie there. That's old Dutchie.
Not true.
And she had so much to say when I first came out on this platform. Well, she
young, look at you now, baby. Free from arrest. My dear. You have full orders of protection. You doing just it. It's going to get you more. I'm sorry. But this is not, you're not going to get out of it.
looks like a real POS to me from where I'm.
You don't know like that. It's like, it kind of like, Sorry. It kind of looks like you. I'm losing a fat out life. You can never be SF in. You don't want to be. SF is way cooler than you. Not me, not Colin, not Percy.
I'm sitting. How about that judgment now, lady? How's that judgment now? Just.
She's doing the right, ding-a-ling. Are you kidding? She's doing the right. Chris and Kate did not kill their son.
Saying.
a piece of
No, you can't even prove it, right? I can prove what I need to prove.
So to make something very crystal clear.
Okay.
There's actually a piece of. So to make something.
Everything seemed okay.
There's actually a piece of. So to make something very crystal clear. So that way there's transparency across the board. Very crystal clear.
Yeah.
That's, I'm sorry. That's what I'm thinking too. Joe Neal. That wasn't you. I didn't put a 75. Joe, you don't follow instructions. Are you my brother?
Oh yeah.
Joe doesn't follow instructions. Neither does Bullhorn Betty. We don't ding you for that. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're not going to boot you. We don't follow a lot of instructions either around here. But hey, we're not counting over here. We're not judging.
She doesn't even follow the law. This is harassment, defamation, silly bullying, and breaking terms of her POP.
Is he still hiding from BHB? Remember, this heavy equipment operator is afraid of a small lady.
Stop with that nonsense. You're not small. I'm looking at you cooking yesterday. You barely lied, if you know what I mean. You barely lied in that bet. Nobody likes that bet because you don't even have an ass. So try to go make money with that ass. You can't.
That's it. Oh, Bullhorn Betty's so scary. What's the worst thing that she's going to happen? She might scream at you through a bullhorn.
No, you're afraid that you might do more than that, you dumbass. Like take a knife to them. Because you see a little bit unhinged. You do have a tendency to be violent. Like, maybe you have tendencies to strangle people. Maybe you don't want to get dead. Maybe you're going to raise Sebastian the right way, not some poor bullet. Not like a poor-blooded man like Seth.
Take her guns! Throw her in jail! She's the most dangerous person on these streets! Oh my god!
You do have a history, right, buddy? Yeah, you do.
Good night, eh? Sebastian went to bed. Went to bed. Cases are scams by shitty people, except for a couple. Well, I hope I'm not referred to in there. You be rude here, we just kick you out. So it's up to you whether you want to stay or not. But no, I gotta agree. There's a lot of people, but you know what?
Yeah, see, person like you that broke the law, that harassed just family, you didn't get punished for that. That's hashtag justice. You told me, come touch me, baby. I'm not afraid. I'm gonna put you right where you need to be, in your place. You had no one to talk after all the facts that you did.
When it sounds like a lot of people have stopped, and it makes me wonder why. Why they stopped covering this case? Why have they turned away from being this army of misfits, these army of felon misfits for...
You're not misfit, you're not felon. Okay? If anyone's a felon, it's you. The reason why everybody's getting so happy. Nobody wants to get through because of their freedoms. Like you don't understand, it's because of the green team. Green team has made it if you even talk about Sebastian, you will get arrested or get through. No one has to cover it because of y'all damn back better feelings. You freebies.
Chris and Katie Proudfoot, did they stop paying their bills? Because
they never pay. Unlike you, right? Unlike you. How much did Seth pay you to be his bitch? How much does that man child need? How much did he pay me? How much did he pay Justin for all custom posts? Custom money bags, right?
these people are mafia type people, you know? You want...
I'm not mafia. I can't. Oh my. Yeah, I have a whole mafia behind me. No. You wish.
Protection, you're paying for it on these streets. I mean, these people are getting freaking protective orders, lifetime protective orders.
Such no-cost vehicle for a no-cost car.
You know, strangling kids and shit. I mean, what?
You strangling your husband and your mother. You getting lit.
What's going on here on these streets? Like, you got some bad...
Keep running
from these anonymous people for all...
Keep running fucking mouth.
Just saying.
No,
Good night, eh? Sebastian went to bed. They didn't get off the phone until... I think we need some search efforts. I keep wondering if Chris unalived her. Did Chris murder Katie? Did Katie murder Chris? Guys!
If you do not. Hey, And honestly, I'm ignoring them because I could say almost the same thing about a certain person that is on my screen. Why not?
Actually, why are you...
But are you smoking that methadone Are you smoking crack, hello? Are you trying to, like, get high again? Because she acting like a fucking idiot. I'm sorry you don't have the capability to be human.
Why are you BSing over there? I'm just saying. Why they turned away from being this army of misfits, these army of felon misfits for
Newsflash, you're not felons, you're not misfits either. You're the one that's acting like a completely like a clown. You will never get any man like that skank ass of you. You don't have an ass. I'm sorry.
Chris and Katie Proudfoot. Did they stop paying their bills? Because these people are.
You just need to pay us. That's right, that's right, that's wrong, that's wrong. Oh my god! I forgot, you don't know the difference between right from wrong, do you? You might be breaking the law right now.
Mafia type people, you know? You want protection, you're paying for it. On these, mind you, this interview noise 10 p.m. and have the house up. That was it. She was probably running all over the house getting stuff taken care of because something major had happened. And if you
actually believe these part of people, you crazy, get out of my chat. I don't want anybody that believes this shit ever in my chat. I'm sorry. Hell to the motherfucker now. What are you? Is she hiding?
why were they constantly saying midnight at the time? Because midnight helped them. Having midnight helped them. It helped them with something.
Look, they trying to put out misinformation. Probably playing against Chris and Kate to get them arrested for no reason. She's so butthurt right now about this POOs. She should be locked up in the county. Seeing her as something like the hell she did wrong. But she's so fucking crazy right now.
Something else that they couldn't answer over here. Maybe the phone call. Maybe the phone call. But now that it's no longer helpful for them, they have to shave an hour off for another thing that happened inside the house because
I'm married, you must smoke. You truly get, you get.
I truly believe something happened inside that house.
Nobody wants to believe you. Nobody needs to believe you. That's your opinion. Your opinion doesn't mean shit. Ah! That's for sure. Like my opinion about you, you so fuck up in that fucking head of yours. You need a psych evaluation to try to. I don't care.
Katie called Chris. The reason why they were on the phone for so.
She has to call Sebastian a retard. Betty Buhan. Betty Buhan called Sebastian a retard. Not Kate, Chris. Okay, she did. Because she thinks she knows Kate and Chris. You know what, Betty? You don't. You'll never have those answers. But go ahead and free your mind like stories. Because you're obsessed like the prophet.
So long is because they were planning everything they could do. They need
no
falling asleep on the couch doesn't make sense. So now she's no longer midnight. It's got to be 11. How the hell is she going to explain the windows? How is she going to explain the lights?
She doesn't need to explain anything to your simple, upsetting mind.
Doesn't make sense.
Are
And
you
I do believe
high?
she was there. I believe she was on the phone with Chris because the records say it, because he said they know that this was the time. They know they were on the phone for 2.5 hours because she called him at 2.
Made the phone call and reported it to the sheriff's department because that's what we're supposed to do. And within 10 minutes, the sheriffs were dispatched to the location.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
And
okay,
you had told me that there hadn't been any particular situation
that had occurred. Tell me why Seth has a different story than that the second time he goes for his fucking interview. Tell me why, in my opinion. No, it's a fact. He changed up his story the second time he had an interview. I know that because I researched my ass off. Tell me you should be always. You should be ashamed of yourself too.
Occurred where you felt like there would have been something that happened. And I also had asked
him. I
was like, dude, what? She goes, yeah, I cannot find him. I said, well, hang on.
You can't.
So he had friends, despite what Chris and Katie have told the world all this time. He had friends at school that he socialized with, that he talked about games with. He loved talking about, what's that, a Minecraft game with his friends. He wasn't friendless. They want us to make him so infant-like to us. He had friends. He just wasn't allowed to have friends after school. That's all.
Shit, mate. You got no shit.
You know, they were too busy trying to make sure that
and that's the same, buddy.
They isolate.
And that's no, you're not consider this. You're not gonna play. Yeah, no, you can't. You don't speak for Sebastian. My God, you're too hateful. Not Sebastian. What's that? You can't think like him. You don't know his life. He wasn't there. So, just cheat child? It's bullshit because you don't know anything.
With him as much as possible.
Okay.
No, do not let him to be safe. She's not a fucking parent. You don't think about stuff like that. I don't either because I'm not a fucking, but you're not a fucking parent. Sorry, sweetie.
We as parents know how social media can be.
Right.
And seeing how kids can be easily manipulated.
What would
or the next day or the day after that, it was within 48 hours, we were playing this interview because I remember I was in the kitchen and Miss Dutchy decides to come in and be a little snooty. Yeah, this is my video. Yeah, don't shit. Barf in my name for the last 4 years. You should be so privileged to have me barf yours for a few times. So,
oh yeah,
that's kind.
It's by Josh because he didn't get the interview of a lifetime. Oh, holy hell, baby Josh! Oh, you're not good enough to get the side of things. You're not good enough. You're not evil son of a bitch. Sorry, just saying. What's going on? So,
kind of where we were, and wow.
You know, did you have any idea what would make Sebastian want to suddenly leave the house? And you told me, well, that's the $1 million question that everybody wants to know.
This is an autistic boy. He has never, with all the violence, all the hate he received, even as so
hate, not violence, baby. You cannot sit there and say that because you don't know. You never know. So stop your nonsense.
much as saying that he feels his mom hates him.
No. No, I can quote this. Says that supposed to ask her, why does mommy hate God? Supposed to ask, why does mommy hate daddy? That's the quote. Go back and look. Bring Betty. Go do your damn research. Because you were stupid.
All of that never ran away. And then all of a sudden they have a good day, not a bad day, allegedly. And this is the day he walks away from his home with nothing.
In my opinion, he didn't want to go like Seth. In my opinion, he didn't want to hurt Seth. Okay, that's my opinion now. And maybe he went out to play. Thinking he was going to be back one day. The same night, sorry. But it's too stupid to think of common logical sense.
Somebody justify that to me.
I just have.
Can somebody just justify that to me? Make it make sense to me. That does not make sense. Does that make sense to you?
I just say yes.
Probably. I have no idea who she is. Like I said, I would have never said anything nasty or rude about her other than...
But you do, because couldn't keep you damn upset.
I would have probably still complained about her not shutting up during interviews and giving them multiple choice.
And that's your interview. And you using her video to hurt people? It's not the best.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But, other than that, I wouldn't have had anything.
What would you want to tell him?
That we love you and to come home.
Oh, good God.
Sorry, baby.
But
I'm sorry, baby. You don't have to be a human. Again, I'm sorry, Katie, for her poor behavior. Her mom did not raise her right. You talking about getting spankings? I don't think he ever got spanked. I don't think he ever said, no, Bruhambe, no, Andrea. You might not raise her right. Fuck that.
one time at band camp, a reporter asked her, sincerely, how are you coping with all this?
So first, just express, I can't even imagine as a parent what you two are going through. How would you describe the situation right now? How are you coping?
Now just remember, just not even a full 24 hours before.
Maybe you're not coming. You're not immediately dumb fucking cunt. I'm sorry, no.
We were listening to this horse shit.
Your horse shit, sorry.
Maybe we should talk. Maybe 2, 3, 4.
I mean, it's pretty simple. This boy has a very large family.
Damn! They just can't let air. 4 seconds. Shay was like, oh, we want you to go.
You think that's right? You think that's right? Try to be a human being, babe. I know that's hard for you to do, but get up. If that's so goddamn hard for you to do, get up. You did this in the John Wells case. Let me tell you something. You do not have any right to get people fired. I'm sorry that he wasted your time, But who the fuck are you? Sit down, shut the fuck up.
Did I do good? Did I do good? I mean, that's just like, what?
If you live in this area, please.
Barf, barf, barf. Barf, barf, barf. We got a button for that, Erna. Lady Proudfoot's an amazing Proudfoot. Can we get a shirt that says has do a I don't know. I think we need to do like a crotch gate thing, but I don't know. A liar foot gate? Liar gate? Liar gate? I don't know. We need to work on it, but I think we need to come up with some stuff. I think we need to come up with some stuff. CP, where was your dad on Monday morning? Now, well, Faye, let's not forget web sleuths. Let's not forget web sleuths because he was.
That gives me an idea. Let's hashtag loved wins over hate. And make a meme about Bay. What do you think about that? Hashtag love wins over hate. I'm going to do it. Love wins and hate loses. Because it's all about that life, y'all. It's all about that life. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm going to talk to Queen Bee and maybe she can help me with that. Okay. Have a good night. Have a beautiful and blessed night. Okay. Bye. You need to take a stand. Her hatefulness, her revenge, it's not necessary. Like she did. Nobody asked her to do it. She did it by herself. She also did the same stalking technique on down the road. She even got him fired. So love wins, hashtag love wins and hate loses. You make a funny meme about Betty. Bye, have a blessed night.